Super hot topic. Super hot topic right now.
Okay.
Jemele Hill. She's an ESPN commentator, and she had gone on Twitter and made her thoughts plain about President Trump and saying that he is a white supremacist, saying he would not be in office unless if it was for white supremacists. She has been censured by, disciplined, I guess, by ESPN. And this is creating a controversy, I think, not just with the public. And Nautica de la Cruz, you are on the air every day. And sometimes I feel like when we're on the air, it's almost like we walk a tightrope every day.
Yes, it is, and I'm glad that you make that comment. First of all, I believe in freedom of expression, but I also believe with social media, what I do, for example, I do middays here from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. What I do at 1:05, that's my business. You see what I mean? And if I want to vent or say something political on my Twitter, or my Facebook, or my Instagram, that's my business. That's my form of expression in a way. Now, the fact that she is a public figure and the fact that she is, she works for ESPN, just like as we work for Stevie Wonder, I always look at it, okay, who do I work for? Who am I representing at the same time? And I want to look good, and I want my company to look good. And I want my paycheck on the 15th and the 30th.
That's always good. Yeah.
That's always great. Love don't pay the mortgage. So at the same time, I understand, especially with everything, no one really likes the president of the United States, and everyone has their own opinions. But
he does have his followers.
Yes, he does. And people who love him and hate him still follow and want to read what's going on. Yeah. But I think that she should do a formal apology. And when someone honestly apologizes, accept it and let's move on, because there are other bigger issues in this world.
Ed Saunders, you've advised many lawmakers. Politicians have gotten in trouble quite a bit on Twitter, and other social media. I think Anthony Weiner, for example. What would you advise? I mean, do we express our opinions or not? And when is it appropriate for a person to be fired versus punished versus, let's pretend it never happened?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a new era, right? So, I mean, you've got this new era where social media brand marketing is combining both the company and the individual. I mean, when you look at Jemele, much of her day is spent on Twitter, and much of that is you could say is in terms of organizing her brand and pushing her brand out. But her brand is also ESPN's as well. And to your point, Nautica, I mean, you end up with this marriage of individual and company, and that plays out when the company tries to distance itself from particular issues. And you can walk down the line. I mean, there's so many different issues where this comes up. But I also think you find folks that are now trying to be as provocative as can be, because it's really about how many clicks, how many eyeballs are looking at, at particular posts. And so you've got to stay relevant in that regard. I don't think Jemele was being provocative, but, I love her show. I think she speaks truth to power, and I don't have a problem with what she said, but I can understand how ESPN would. I mean, ESPN.
But yet they don't have problems with what Stephen Hill said. He can say anything.
We on